YouTube, what is up? It's AD with US Squads. Hope you guys are having a kick-ass day. I want to show you guys my new Defiance Action. It took me about 5 months to get it, but super excited that it's here. But first, I'm going to talk about rifles in general. Being I would say I'm fairly new to precision rifle stuff. 2 years is new. There's a lot to learn. And I've learned a lot from some really great guys, really great shooters. Being an AR pistol guy, shooting 3-gun matches and such, the precision rifle stuff was not, I mean, you know, 2 to 3 to 400 yards was pretty cool. But to be able to shoot a mile, 1,200 yards, 1,000 yards, 800 yards repeatably is pretty awesome. And to learn how to do it and to achieve that is a skill set that is really exciting. But I'm still new to the game, and in the rifle series I'm still at the bottom 10%. So out of 80 shooters I'm still placing about 70th. So I have a lot of room to grow as far as positional shooting goes. So this is my current setup, and currently, you know, when you get into precision rifles, unless you get into the crowds that really are into it, you think Remington 700, Tikkas, FNs, you know, they got some FN patrol rifles. Savages are nice, but when you get into custom actions, things start changing a little bit. So here's the action here, and this is actually a Remington 700 custom action. This rifle is built by ES Tactical. It is a sub MOA gun. Actually, when I say sub MOA gun, if I have somebody who can really shoot, this rifle at 100 yards shoots basically .40, half-inch, little under half-inch groups. When I shoot it, it's more .75, almost 3/4 of an inch, because I always have that one flyer. But so this is a custom Rem 700 action, and you know what makes a custom action? Basically, it comes with the action itself, no barrel, no stock. You build the rifle up from the action. So, for example, in this case, in this particular scenario, this is a custom rifle that I had ES Tactical build me. Custom Remington 700 blued action, Krieger barrel, 24-inch, 1-in-8 twist, chambered in 6.5 by 47 Lapua. We have a Manners T6 stock with a mini chassis, Timney Calvin Elite trigger, Atlas bipod, spur mount, Night Force F1. I have a 20 MOA Night Force rail. So you see all these components that I've put together to build this one rifle. And then at the very end I have a mini Fat Bastard brake Gen 2 on there. So when it comes to this precision rifle stuff, that's what makes it really fun. And so I decided to go with a high-end custom action from Defiance. And with that little, you know, intro, I want to show you, you know, what we're going to start with. So Defiance is a company that makes custom actions. Here's their sticker that they include. They're based out of Montana, and their whole concept is high-end machine work, tight tolerances, high-end components. They're basically telling you that they build one of the highest-end custom actions out there. And as you can see, that's it. So going back to the rifle, it's missing a lot of components, right? We have just the action here, which looks like so. So we have the bolt and the action. Stainless steel, it is really beautiful. It's made out of, the action itself is one piece of 416 stainless steel. This is a one-piece bolt. Just awesome, okay? You can see that the scope base rail is built in. It's machined in. It's not screwed on like my Remington 700. It's actually integrated part of the actual action, okay? I had a 20 MOA cant built into this, so I can take the range out to a mile if I'd like. So that's kind of what we did with it. Defiance offers a few models. This particular model is the Deviant Tactical. That's the model here, and you'll see on one side you'll have Defiance, Columbus Falls, Montana. On the other side I'll have the model number, and below that I have my custom serial number. Okay. Everything is custom when ordering these. You actually cannot go to their website and say, hey, send me a Deviant Tactical action, and that's it. Actually, when you call these guys to order an action, they go through, a sales guy goes through a very strategic punch list on the cut of the tang you want, what kind of stock system you want it for. I chose, of course, Remington 700 short action because I have so many different chassis for it. And in my opinion, there's more available for that. I have a short action to shoot the 6.5 by 47 Lapua or 308 or 260 Remington or 6.5 Creedmoor, but I'm going to do a 6.5 by 47 Lapua. Tactical bolt knob with the fluting, and I didn't choose the deepest fluting. I chose next to the deepest fluting, and it looks just awesome. Okay, there is no trigger. There is no barrel. There's not, actually not. I mean, I gotta put all that stuff together, and I'll tell you what I'm gonna do with it when we're done. So the bolt release is right here on the side. So you actually on the left side, you just press this lever in, and the bolt comes out. I kind of like that feature too. And when you look at it, you can just see that the machine work and how the action fits and slides and locks is just amazing. And so I'm pretty excited about this whole setup. Now, what's the MSRP on this? The MSRP on this action alone is $1,330. That's $1,330. So it's kind of like, you know, it's expensive. Right? There's no way to no way to go around it. Most rifles are under $1,000, but this isn't just your old, they can demand a high price because it is high-end shit. Okay, now excuse the sniffling, guys, I got the flu. So what am I going to do with this action? Well, I'm going to build a rifle pretty much similar to this rifle. Let's see, very similar setup. I'm going to use a Manners type stock. I might go with the Tactical Elite carbon fiber version, but I've really been happy with this Manners T6. So it's going to be probably a similar rifle, but I am going to use on this the proof barrel, and this is the carbon wrapped proof barrel. So here's the barrel I'm going to use actually. So the gunsmith is going to chamber this and get this prepared for the round I want, which is 6.5 by 47 Lapua. So he's going to just get this threaded and get it chambered for that, and he's gonna, so it just screws right in here. See these nice beautiful threads. The machine work is just freaking awesome. Look at that stuff going on. So, and then it's carbon wrapped, and then I'm gonna have it threaded for a suppressor or brake, and this will be my match gun for next year because I have still another probably 1,500 rounds to shoot out before I shoot this barrel out here. And then what I'll do is I'll rebarrel that rifle, and I'll probably sell it to a buddy or a friend, somebody in the shooting community that really wants to get into it, because this is a great gun. Alright, so that's kind of my master plan. So I'm going to use the Defiance Action proof barrel. I'm going to use a Timney Calvin Elite trigger. I'll probably set that at about 1.5 pounds. And then I'm going to use a Manners stock and similar scopes, probably a Night Force F1. And in all reality, I'm going to use the same scope I have on the rifle now. I can't really justify owning 2 scopes of that caliber. So what I'm going to do now is just give you guys a close-up of what you guys get for $1,300 and it's just going to be so awesome. So, Defiance machine, not only do they build kick-ass actions, right? And how do I know they're kick-ass? I have a lot of shooter friends that have these actions, and their rifles shoot lights out. So, just so you know, I can honestly say, even before I have my rifle built, I'm pretty sure this is going to be one kick-ass rifle. So, Defiance, back to Defiance. Defiance is pretty badass, and I'll tell you why. As a kind of an independent, right? They're not owned by, Freedom Arms or another company. They sponsor a lot of shooting events, and my company also sponsors local shooting events too. My company sponsors 22 Marksman Challenge. They sponsor the North Springs Precision Rifle Series. But these guys in the firearms industry, they support these matches too, and Defiance has done a lot for the shooting community as far as supporting and donating and giving prizes on the prize tables to these events. So when it comes to that, you have to get, I respect that. And so I'm happy to give these guys my business with that kind of going on. I think you get what you pay for in life, and trust me, these guys, once you buy this action, all you do is you rebarrel it. So in theory, that's why I had a custom, I had my monogram put on the serial number, because I plan to have this action forever. Literally. I'll just rebarrel it. Once I shoot out a barrel, 3,500 rounds, I'll rebarrel it and I'll have the same action. The tough choices now is, do I Cerakote this so it's more, more of a tactical, less glossy sheen? Answer is probably yes, but maybe not on the first run. Maybe I'll just barrel this, get it set in a stock, shoot the shit out of it. After I have to rebarrel again, then maybe I'll Cerakote it. I don't know. That's kind of what's so fun about this custom rifle stuff. You can just have a lot of fun, and I'm in no rush to get this all put together. Yeah, I bought the barrel on Black Friday, and this proof carbon fiber barrel, chambered in, it's .264, right? 264 in diameter, so it's a 6.5 barrel. Stainless steel, and then it's carbon wrapped. This barrel on Black Friday, I think was like $750. So retail on this barrel, I believe, is $980. So to save a few $100, I did buy it Black Friday. So I bought this before I even got my action. The action again is $1330. I think it's an extra $60 to have your own serial number put in there, but we're pretty excited to get this rifle put together. So I just wanted to show you guys the new action. If you guys have had Defiance Action in the past, post a comment there. Let us know about your experience. Excited to try this out. Now, when I say customize, you're not restricted to short action. You can go short, medium, long. It'll go from 223 all the way to 338 lapel magnum. When you call Defiance, they're pretty cool and patient as far as custom configuring your action, but at least have some of the core concepts of what you want in mind before you call them, and then they'll custom build that to your needs. Now, I mentioned earlier in the video that the lead time was about 5 months. That's as of late 2015, because it's February 2016 now. So it took 5 full months for me from ordering to when they shipped this to my FFL.